In a reading workshop classroom, each day starts with a mini lesson. The mini lesson is truly mini, in that it should be taught in about 10 minutes. This short lesson then allows students time to do the real work of reading, write about their reading, talk about their reading, and read. The mini lesson has a set structure that includes a connection that pulls students into the lesson with an anecdote or reminder of what they were working on the previous day. The lesson continues with the teaching point, which is explicit instruction. The teacher clearly defines one specific teaching point for the day and clearly demonstrates it for the class. Often the main ideas of the lesson are written on chart paper and then displayed around the classroom to remind students of what they're learning. Next, students have a chance to practice the teaching point while the teacher is there to assist. Finally, the lesson wraps up with a reminder for students to practice what they just learned in the mini lesson in their reading today and every day. Students then go off to read their own books that they have chosen at their independent reading level. Students often stop and jot or turn and talk to their partner as they work through practicing the teaching point. While reading, students take time to write on sticky notes or in their reader's notebook to track their thinking while reading. The teacher uses this time to conference with students or small groups or to give running records. This one-on-one or small group instruction allows for a more individualized instruction and is one of the most important elements of the workshop time. After about 30 minutes of reading a day, the teacher usually calls the class back together. In some cases, the teacher may interrupt reading for another teaching point. Teachers usually end the lesson with some sort of share-out. Students talk in partnerships or whole groups about what they were thinking about as they were reading. The classroom library is an essential part of the reading workshop classroom. In reading workshops, students are all reading different books and they're reading a lot. While teachers utilize school and public libraries, it's the classroom library that students can access most easily. The range of readers in a general education classroom is huge, and so teachers can level and organize their classroom library to know that they have something for each child. In order to attract and hold children's interest, classroom libraries must be stocked with many good books in a variety of genres.
Or 25-ish.
52.
19 or 20?
I believe 71.
34.
I've read 13 books this year.
About 30 this year. 52. We can read whatever we want, and it's a big variety, and it's just fun.
I really like all the selections in books and how the levels are.
How big our library is, because we have a lot of different choices and we don't always have to go to the school library to get things.
I really like that we can read whatever we want and not have a specific book.
I just like being able to sit down and read for a long time, because I like reading and it's just fun.
I like how Mrs. Nelson has a lot of books and it gives me a lot of variety and a lot of choice about what I can read.
Well, my favorite thing about reading would have to be how you get to choose all different types of genres, and my favorite would be realistic fiction.
Mostly that Mrs. Nelson has taught in a really fun way.
Research shows over and over that you only get better as a reader by actually reading. Reading Workshop gets rid of the busy work and the one-size-fits-all curriculum and really matches kids to books at their level that they're interested in. It's amazing how much kids will read when they're able to read a book that they choose. The most rewarding thing about teaching in a workshop style is seeing kids become readers for the first time.